The campaign, I'm myself guilty of, I'd say, participation. I didn't actually manage.
Value for the local campaigns, and meaning that this is the European dimension and this is what we're doing in Europe, and we can work together at the European level on this and this and this topic. And in this respect, we've structured the campaign on 6 pillars. Downstairs at the 3rd floor, where the FYEG stands, there's this 6 political papers on the topics that we are talking about in the campaign, which is basically where we have the political platform of the campaign and everything that is happening in the campaign, all the news. And we also have a blog for young candidates yet, so we're trying to have hopefully as many young green candidates from the EU there and posting news from their campaigns. And I know that probably the young candidates have a lot of work to do, but even if I think if they post something in their own language and it's not in English, it's still okay that we see that there's young green candidates from everywhere in the 27 member states. So, and that this gives us a sort of European dimension to what we're doing. And
it's a good opportunity and easier to attract media when it's also a European day. Maybe it's a good idea.
For instance, to explaining maybe some problems that you face in your countries that you think that it can be interesting.
To be about maybe working youths and then the equivalent then again. So to maybe kind of amalgamate.
And there will be a conference when we will be discussing about the main topics in the campaign. So
therefore the paper had to be postponed, and in the meantime there will be discussion between.
So the main idea with developing education is that education is not only meant for working, for
amendments could have been put forward on the policy paper as well, which might have been a bit more helpful if these kind of amendments would have been put forward a bit before.
Hi, my name is Marina. I'm from Romania and I'm the spokesperson of the Federation of Young European Greens.
And I am Mark. I am from Barcelona and I am the other spokesperson of Young European Greens.
And we're here in the European Green Party's Congress, taking place just 2 months and a half before the European elections. And we are promoting young green ideas and young green candidates for the European Parliament.
Yeah, we are here right after the fringe meeting of our federation, where we gathered about 50 young greens of all over Europe, and we had some interesting discussions of our present and our future.
Yeah, but basically it's been very impressive because there was almost 50 young people in the room, so it was a bit overwhelming. And we discussed what we are doing for our European elections campaign, and we tried to engage with the young candidates in the room and hear what are their specific needs and what do they need from the European Federation in order to help them get elected.
Yeah, we are launching we are running already our common European campaign called Green On,
which you can check out at www.greenon2009.eu.
And it's based on different topics, on 6 topics. Actually, it's participative Europe, social Europe, youthful Europe, environmental Europe, inclusive Europe, and the last one is
responsible Europe.
Responsible Europe, and the responsibility of Europe towards the rest of the world. Well, basically, it's intended, of course, to help the Greens to get elected as much as possible in the European Parliament, but even beyond, and to contribute also to the other organizations that are not part of the EU member states, but are a very important part of our federation.
And I think one message that was clear out of this meeting today was that we are actually at a historical point, because it's likely that the Young Greens will be getting 3 members of the European Parliament inside the Green Group. So this will be for the first time that we have 3 people in the Green Group under 30, all of them with experience in the FYEG. And for us that is very important. And it would actually be the first chance that we actually have to work together with people who've been working together for the past 5 years, and to work together in the European Parliament with them. And that is indeed something that proves that the Young Green movement at the European level is helping young green movements at national levels, and for us it's very important.
Indeed, our federation was last year 20 years old, And let's say that we made the saying that we are now a grown-up federation, and which is the best way to prove that you are politically mature than having representative in the EU institutions. For us, that's the sign of good work all over this time, of training people, of strengthening our political point of view. And in this sense, we are not only limiting to the institutional point of view, but we are working also inside the European Green Party to make our voice heard. And this candidacy is partly as well consequence of this work inside the Green Party.
Yeah, and
the flag
the flag is gone now, but we're still here. Yeah, and of course, even though there is a lot of young candidates on the list, we still think that the European Parliament is not so young in terms of age limit, and therefore we are pushing the European Green Party to adopt a policy paper on youth, because we think the specific needs of young people need to be better addressed, and we think the Greens are needed to have a coherent and united position on this, and therefore for the council meeting on Sunday we are putting forward a youth policy paper, which we have also been discussing in this meeting.
Yeah, and let's hope that it's adopted.
Yeah. And best of luck to the Spanish Greens for the European elections, and let's hope we have many Spanish Green MEPs.
Bueno.
It's falling.
Yes.
Think big, vote green.